And as I said, this is her 10th year. So please give a warm round of welcome to Marilyn Sherman.
Thank you, Laura. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. How many of you do not like conflict? Oh, great. How many of you do not like confrontation? Okay, how many of you every once in a while have to deal with difficult people? And how many of you are sitting right next to them? Well, welcome to this session called Communicating for Results from Conflict to Cooperation. Just shout out, what are they like? Confrontational. Let's bully. They're rude. They're obnoxious. Selfish. Arrogant. Condescending. That's a great word. She says, why do they all have to be negative? Because they are. Absolutely stressful to be around. Are you kidding? If someone is a bully and they're condescending and they're intimidating, of course that would be stressful. There's like no joy in that scenario. Are these people good listeners? Do they have to be the center of the universe? Are they sensitive to your needs? You guys know the same people I do. So let me give you a little bit of insight on people that I would use to describe as people who exude aggressive behavior. See, I'm trying to not say aggressive people, because every single one of us at any given moment can exude any one of these behaviors. So I just want to remind you of your choice of how you can respond to people and react with people. And the most powerful way to react is not aggressive, unless the ship is going down and you need to get people off the ship. Of course, you got to be, intimidating. You got to be in your face. You got to be, let's go, because it's survival. But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about you and I interacting in a real professional way in a professional environment. So a little bit of insight. People who are aggressive have a tendency to have a one-upmanship attitude or mindset. One-upmanship. I'm better than you, you are less than me. I count, you don't. I'm more valued, you are less valued. And here's the thing about these people who have this one-upmanship. They're very competitive, and they don't like it when you're on equal footing. So think of someone you know who is extremely passive, someone that you would label them, if you had to, more on the passive end of the spectrum. What are they like? Nonchalant, peacekeepers, timid, quiet, calm, meek, mild. They avoid conflict. Their biggest fear is conflict and confrontation, because they want everybody to get along. They want everybody to be happy. They want everybody to like me. So they will avoid conflict at all costs. Now let me give you some other words to put in this box that may surprise you, because I already told you 3 of these styles don't work. I want you to write down these words. Nice, flexible, accommodating, conscientious. Now I know what some of you may be thinking. Marilyn, I don't understand. These are really nice words. I want to be like that. Absolutely. Absolutely, I want to be like that too. I absolutely want to be described as someone who's nice and flexible and accommodating. But here's the rub. Any good trait taken to an extreme is a negative trait. So it's absolutely good to be nice. I want you to be nice and accommodating and flexible. Absolutely, that's my message. However, not to all people at all times. Because if you are nice to all people at all times, no matter how they treat you, you will be labeled. You will be taken advantage of. You will be the person that people will give their work to, because you don't know how to say no without a tremendous amount of guilt. Someone says, hey, can you do me a favor? You say, sure. Stop saying sure. What I want you to do is say, by the way, write this one down. This one is a money line. Throughout my presentation, I'm going to give you money lines. Money lines are the lines that when you use them at the appropriate time, it is worth the price of admission for the entire convention. So here's my first money line in the morning. If someone asks you, do you have a minute? Do you have time? Can I borrow you for a second? Your immediate response is going to now be, it depends. How can you possibly give them an answer if you have no idea what the scope is of what they're asking you to do? It's not fair to you, it's not fair to them. If someone is wanting something from you and it's going to take your absolute 100% focused attention, but you are in the middle of something, that's not fair to that person. In fact, you can even say to them, you know what, it wouldn't be fair to you right now if I said yes, because I really do want to give you 100% of my attention. Let's set something up at 2 o'clock. Cool, easy. The more emotion you have attached to that which you suppress, the uglier it is when it comes out. Are you tracking with me? If you're hanging on to something because you don't have the courage to be honest about it and you suppress it out of fear, don't want to hurt someone's feelings, don't want someone to be mad at me, don't want someone to not like me, if you have any of that that's suppressing your truth, it's going to come out. It's going to come out eventually. Because your credibility is on the line. And if all it takes is one inappropriate thing to a person, you say the wrong thing at the wrong time, and it's done. It's very difficult to regain your credibility after you've lost it. Have this crutch of saying, but I didn't say anything. Oh, yes, you did. You really did. So if you're in a conversation and it starts to escalate in terms of the hostility level, I want you to check yourself, because maybe you're contributing to that hostility just by the way you are looking at them. Now, significant others, guys in the room, by the way, I'm talking to you. I swear I just saved your marriage. And you don't even need to know what they're talking about. And frankly, you don't even need to care what they're talking about. All you need to do is say, oh, no. And every once in a while say, tell me more. But to me, the word partner means we're all on the same team. We work together. Trying hard to solve something is collaboration, communication, cooperation, not conflict. In fact, I set it up. I said this is a potential conflict situation. But many of you didn't even hear the word potential. You just heard conflict. I believe exactly like time to go. So thank you so much for coming to my session. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you. Oh,